Alright, today I wanted to show you a little craft secret that I have. I haven't seen anybody else do it this way, and it's for some of the leather crafters out there that are on a budget. So what I'm going to show you is my arbor press that I've turned into a clicker. I have these dies that are made. I get them from Vancouver, Washington. This would be a wallet sleeve, so I'm saving a lot of time by cutting these out by just pressing them. First I start with laying down a cutting board, and then I put down my piece of leather, my die, and then a metal sheet on top to press it out. So I'll give you a little rundown real quick of how it works. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit while I'm working here, give you some info on how I got this started. I originally had a 1-ton arbor press. I was just cutting out logos and little small pieces, and found that you really didn't need a lot of pressure if you weren't trying to cover a large area. And when you look on the market, you can spend, upwards of $1,500 to $3,000 on a clicker, and I just didn't have that much money at the time, so I started doing this and found that it worked really well. Saves me a ton of time. You can kind of just cut out a bunch of wallets at once. Some of the projects I don't have dies made for, so I'm still cutting them by hand, but some of the designs that I've kind of created and have been replicating for a while, it's just nice to punch out a bunch of pieces and save some time, because we all know time is money. That's kind of the name of the game. So just in a couple minutes here, I've been able to punch out a handful of these pieces, and I specifically designed some of my wallets so I can use the same panel on my card wallets and my bifolds, to save a little bit of money on the dies, so I don't have to make 15 dies. I can make 2 or 3 and replicate them. So you'll see my card wallets consist of 3 of the sleeves, 2 of the back panels. I use this panel on a couple different wallets, and I use this sleeve on my bifolds as well as my card wallets. And you can see the arbor press does really well. It gets a nice clean cut. Don't have to worry about the edges. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and seeing how other makers will do this, and I haven't seen anybody doing this, so that's kind of why I decided to make a little video and share some knowledge, and if this saves you some money, then great. So this is another homemade clicker press. Unlike the other one that can only do small shapes, this can do slightly larger. So again, it's about productivity, and I will first kind of cut down my sheets to fit into or fit underneath this machine, and I have slightly wider die, which would be my bifold back piece, and it's not super wide, but it covers the whole area. So let me give you a little demonstration of how this one works. Okay, so just like the other one, cutting board down here, kind of line up my piece of leather, slide it under, sandwich the metal sheet on top. This one just tends to take a little bit longer. It's just a hand pump, so if I pump it down, it's going to give it some pressure, and I found a little bit of a learning curve on how much pressure it takes to click out, because it's not quite the same as an arbor press. Takes a little bit more time, but in the long run I save a lot of time compared to hand cutting. all these pieces. So there you have it. Nice back panel for the Wrangler bifold. Clean corners, nice straight lines. Works pretty well.